Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. So, today's subject is a little bit about the future and what your future is going to hold, and this is about retirement. So, there's a couple of things that I've been thinking about retirement that are three major factors of what you need to know after you retire. So let's get into this. So I've been thinking about this for a while, and there's three things that really come to mind about after I retire. So the first one is, am I going to have enough money to retire, and have I set myself up for a pleasurable retirement, meaning I'm not going to be eating cat food, on retirement to save money, or what that is going to entail. So you need to really focus on retirement. We all know that Social Security is probably going to be there forever. The government really can't get away from it. But if it isn't going to be there, how are you going to retire? Are you going to have your house paid off? Are you going to have a car payment? Are you going to be having credit card use? What is that going to look like? So make sure, for me, that I am allocating now. I still have about 12, 13 more years before I can retire. So, but I'm thinking about this in the back of my mind. Do I have, am I putting in 15% once, we become debt free? So there's stages that you should be really thinking about now before it's too late about retirement. Are you doing a Roth and a 401k? Can you do both? Are you playing a little bit in mutual funds or stocks? Do you have savings bonds? Do you have, is anybody leaving you money in their will, or, that are of older age? I'm not saying that you're going to, off anybody to get, get family money, but these are the types of things that you need to really. These will be factors on whether or not you will be able to retire. Are you going to be able to work up until, 70, 65? So, what is that going to look like? Are you going to get a part-time job after? Or are you just going to retire completely? So that's number one. Number one is, are you going to have enough money to retire? And number two, health. I worry about my health all the time. I am getting older, and my body, I just can't do things that I used to do, especially as far as like core. I've lost a lot of strength, and I know that I have. So what is your health like? That will also factor into your money situation. Are you healthy? Are you planning on joining, a senior citizen like activity group, so that you are always out and about, you're always doing stuff? Because when you sit idle, your body loses muscle mass. You can't, once you retire, you can't just sit, because if you don't use it, you lose it, and that is the truth. So you want to stay healthy. Do yoga, do strength training, join a swimming class, join a senior club, get out with your friends. But you cannot just sit at home, because your body is dying slowly, basically. So you want to stay healthy, you want to stay active and fit, and you want to make sure, that you're eating healthy, and you're not just sitting and eating chips in front of the TV watching daytime soaps, and you know what I mean? You have to be smart about your health, and that your health also ties into your money aspect. So these are the two major ones. And then the third one is time. What are you planning to do with your time? Time, health, and money all tie in together. Because if you're not doing anything every day and you're sitting, your health will decline, and that will eat into your retirement fund, because you're not healthy. So what are you planning? Are you planning on, you know, going to places where you can volunteer? You know, we have humane societies. You can work with animals. You could volunteer at the library. You could get a part-time job, you know, Walmart, whatever. Be, you know, the morning greeter, or, you know, a couple hours here, a couple hours there. Are you planning on doing a garden? Are you planning on, what is your life going to look like? You can't just, you have to plan. So that's part of how you get here. So all the things that, so let me just go over. So what I'm doing to prepare, because I have about 12-13 years left. So one way that I'm repairing now is I'm getting out of debt. I'm putting my ducks in a row, paying off a lot of debt, so that when it comes time to retire, that I will be already having 15% in a Roth and a regular 401k here at work, and that will set me up for many years. Now, I'm healthy now, and I plan on staying that way. I'm active in the summers, winters not so much, but when we move to our retirement forever home, the weather is better. I can do more activities outside because the weather is milder, and that sort of thing. And then time is, plan your day, kind of like we do now. Plan your day, especially on the weekends, so that you're not just sitting around. Plan on, you know, visiting friends, going out with friends, going on walks. Take your dog on a walk. Do those types of things to keep you active. So those are the things that really I'm focusing on when I retire. And honestly, anybody who is not focusing on getting out of debt, staying healthy, you know, eating right, exercising, planning ahead, you're gonna be in trouble 6 months after you retire, because you won't know what to do with yourself. You're home alone all day long. If your partner is still working, like mine, I'm 14 years older than Alicia is, so she's got a ways, you know. So what is my time gonna look like by myself for a while until she can retire? So what is what is our health gonna look like? And eating right and taking care of yourself now will ensure that you are living, you know, your best life. You cannot just, you know, hang out at the bar all day and drink your life away because you don't know what else to do with yourself. You know, you really should be thinking about joining a club, joining the Y if you have one in your area. We do not. I live in a very rural area, so even our biggest city is like, you know, 3,500 people, and then unless you go a little bit farther, then there are those you know, community activities. So, but you know, you could always join a local gym, and their senior citizen discounts. You could, you know, work out, keep your muscles toned. There's always swimming classes, you know, anything. The colleges offer free, like ceramics, drawing, dancing classes for senior citizens as well. But you have to be out there in the community and find out what that looks like for you around your area. Now, we know that saving for retirement, let's talk about that for a little bit. So if you are on, or even if you've already retired and you've realized that you need to tone back your budget to make your money last a little bit longer, what is that going to, what are the factors that are going to get you there? So a couple of things. Is your house, your car paid off? If you don't need cable, get rid of it, right? If you can turn your furnace down a couple of notches and wear more clothing in the wintertime if you live in colder areas, what are these going to, these factors all going to lead into? If you're 78 and you have a pool, it might be time to close it. The maintenance on that and, the electricity, you may not, or if you're active and you have a pool and that is one thing that keeps you active, then by all means you can find dollars somewhere else, right? Pick up a part-time job a couple hours a day to help supplement your income as well. But make sure that you're setting yourself up for success before you retire. It's very important. If you need to go seek a free evaluation with a financial advisor, please do so. And if you don't like that one, there are plenty. You could, interview various people. If you don't like, what they have to say, there's always more out there. But please don't just think everything is going to be okay. You need to really plan for your retirement. Everybody wants to retire. I can't wait to retire, but I need to make sure that all my ducks are in a row so that I can do so comfortably. Not excessively, but comfortably. Can I maintain daily life and still have, a very fruitful life? So that's what that is going to look like. So these are 3 major factors that you should be thinking about in retirement, before retirement, and after retirement. So I hope you guys get to thinking about those, and if you need to make some changes, change now before you retire, because once you're retired, it's going to be shocking. All right, guys, leave you with that one. Thanks for watching.